Planet Digby zooms in with a hi.
Hello there. Hello there.
He's blue and bold with ears of gold. He's here to play and learn. Adventures out there, just press play, and Max will seek out fun for all. Max Zeeks, come along, it's time to go.
And welcome back to part 2. So far, I've learned that Ray Harryhausen is a famous stop-motion animator who created clever new techniques for adding special effects to movies. In total, he worked on 16 feature films. He called his new technique Dynamation. Ray was only 13 years old when he was inspired to become a stop-motion animator after seeing the movie King Kong in 1933, which used stop-motion animation to create the giant ape Kong.
Hi, Raquel. Recognize you.
Ray Harryhausen once said, "Fantasy is the very basis of my career, and movies allowed me to make reality of my dreams, breathing life into all the ideas that existed in my mind."
Hi, Joe.
Ray brought his creatures from page to silver screen. He sketched their designs, conceptualized their stories, drew their storyboards, built their models, and animated their sequences in the films, which continue to delight and inspire audiences around the world. Let's get back to my adventure learning all about Mr. Harryhausen.
Miss Emily, hey,
Yes.
this guy kind of looks familiar before.
Yeah.
We saw him over there.
Yes.
But,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, so this is pretty neat. So this is Ray's original concept drawing, his key drawing of the Hydra. So before he would make any movie, he would go to the studios that he was wanting to work with, and he would bring drawings. He would bring drawings of the creatures that he had in his head, and he would show the drawings to the big movie executives and say, "This is the movie I want to make. Doesn't this look incredible?"
Wait a minute, Miss Emily. He had that in his head and he drew it on a piece of paper.
And he drew it on a
Wow.
piece of paper.
Wow.
So this was his drawing right out of his imagination. He would show these to the movie executives and they'd say, "Oh, yeah, that looks incredible. Let's make that movie." And then Ray had to be like, "Okay, well, I guess I need to make a 7-headed Hydra and animate it." So sometimes, he'd really get himself in a pickle. He'd create some incredible drawings, and then it was a big challenge for him. But he loved a good challenge. And so this, as you can see, looks really, really close to what the actual Hydra ended up looking like.
It does.
It really does. So this was his drawing, and it went straight from drawing into the creature design. They made the film, and Ray animated it, and this is where it started, was a drawing from his own imagination.
Wow. So from his head to the paper,
Yes.
and then to actually giving it life
Yes.
there with all,
Yes.
wow, and then animating it and
Yes.
bringing it to the silver screen.
He was creating worlds. That's right. Exactly.
Amazing.
For millions to enjoy.
Absolutely.
Pretty
Wow.
neat. And again, you can see what an incredible artist he was.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Beautiful illustration.
yeah, look at that. I mean, that's, wow.
Yeah.
Miss Emily, what's this one from?
This is a really early movie. This is Ray's only his 3rd movie. So it was right after Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. It's called It Came From Beneath the Sea. And it's another sort of monster that wreaks havoc on the world. And it looks like a giant octopus. Now, you might notice there are some things missing from this octopus.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yep. Those tentacles were repurposed and reused long ago. Ray used them primarily for dinosaur tails and things like that. But the armatures were so valuable, and it would help him save money to reuse his parts. So all we have left is just the octopus's body. But it's actually kind of fun. He never had 8. An octopus has 8 tentacles. This one only ever had 6 because it cost too much to make those extra armatures. So it was actually a sixtopus, and Ray called it his sixtopus. Mir is such a wonderful character. I highly recommend watching that film because, again, this is a creature that sort of, destroys buildings and wreaks havoc. But at the same time, Ray loved his creatures. He didn't like to use the word monsters because he always felt like his creatures were very sympathetic and they weren't actually evil. They were just kind of trapped in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Ymir is this tiny little vulnerable alien from the planet of Venus that actually just grows too big too quickly, and people are so scared of Ymir. But Ray's animation of this little creature, especially right after it hatches from its egg, is really something. It's really beautiful and sweet, and it's actually kind of a sad movie. It's not really you kind of root for the creature. You're very sad when the inevitable happens. So yeah, that's Ymir.
Yep. To quote the movie, Glorious Horses. Yeah, there he is right there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, what are you guys doing here? You got here before I got here? This is ridiculous. And how did they trap you in here?
I know, look at that. So Ray, of course, he did creature movies with dinosaurs, but he also did some outer space films. He did First Men in the Moon, and he did Earth versus the Flying Saucers. And so both of those movies are put together here in this case. So those aliens that you know,
I don't want to talk to those guys.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Those are the Selenites, and those are actually some really beautiful replicas that were made by Alan Friswell, who works for the foundation. He's their official restorer, but that is exactly how they looked. Ray oversaw the replica process for those. But the UN-1 spacecraft and all of those flying saucers and this moon calf, these are all originals from the films. So have you been to the moon? Have you seen these guys?
Yeah, the first alien in the moon, that's me, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the first men in the moon, but, you know, us aliens have been there before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. So I don't know if any of these guys are still hanging out. But yeah, how does this flying saucer compare to your spaceship?
Well, yeah, it's similar. Very
Similar?
Yeah.
Good aerodynamics?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent,
Absolutely. For
good.
light speed, yeah.
Absolutely.
Looks
Awesome.
great. Yeah, that's it. Release the Kraken!
You're required to say it.
Is
Good
that
job.
it? Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
release the Kraken.
that's
That's
it.
right. It's the
Okay.
famous line, and this is the famous Kraken. This one is a real spotlight of the exhibit. We got a lot of folks getting pretty emotional seeing the Kraken here. This one was used. It's an original from the film. There was another one that Ray had that was just the torso, and it was almost just like human-sized, the torso, and he used that one for close-ups. There was another one that they used for underwater sequences, and I think they had a model of just a hand for a close-up as well. But yeah, this is the Kraken, and you can see in the back that is Ray's original concept sketch, his key drawing for the Kraken. So you can see he looks pretty darn close to how he turned out.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
He does.
Wow.
Yep. So again, he's pretty big for a miniature. He's about 4 feet long, but at the same time, if you see the movie Clash of the Titans, he's huge. He's as big as a mountain.
Yeah.
So this is the miniature version, and how he made him look big was with forced perspective with his film process with dynamation.
Wow. All right.
Pretty cool.
Laurence Olivier, eat your heart out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Eat your heart out. It was I think Ray's most successful film, Clash of the Titans, and it was his like real big budget production. That movie, the budget for that film was more money than all of his previous films combined. He finally got his big budget blockbuster with Clash of the Titans.
Yeah. But as I've seen all today, all his work is always high quality.
Yes.
So no matter what the budget or anything, wow, Ray's work is just
Yep.
top notch all
Top-notch.
across the board.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was committed to excellence. Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Oh yes. Oh hey, thanks, Miss Emily, for having me today and showing me all around and giving me some great information, giving all of our audience a lot of great information. So okay, hey, all right, let's do this. So if they want to find out more about the Mini Time Museum, or they want to come and see some of this,
Yes.
how can we do that?
Okay, so the exhibit of Ray Harryhausen's work, that's going until May 3rd, 2026. So you've got some time to come on and see it.
Yeah.
And then the museum itself, we're open year-round. So you can go to our website, theminitimemachine.org, and you can learn more about what exhibits we have on and what events are coming up and classes you can take. We have a lot of fun around here with miniatures.
had a lot of fun with me today. I've learned a lot today. So
Thank you so much for
so
coming.
much for having me. And wow, this is really great. It's very eye-opening. But next time, I think I'll bring my magnifying glass. Okay,
Yes, next
no
time.
offense, but there are some tiny things around.
There are a lot of tiny
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, whew, wow. Yeah, you just keep looking at him. Yeah, well, it's crazy. Okay. Woo.